Hi guys, welcome back. My name's Eman. For today's Sunday tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to create this gunmetal smoky eye and making it a little bit more interesting by adding a pop of color. This is a great way to add color to your makeup look, but still keeping it super wearable. I'm excited because today I'm testing out a few new products that I'm really excited to share with you guys. The first ones are from Flower Beauty or Flower Cosmetics. Is it Flower Beauty? I don't know what it is, but they're from Flower. And this is actually a really great drugstore brand. So they are these glossy lip conditioners. They feel so nice on the lips. They come in different shades. Sometimes, when you just put something on and it feels so good, these are that. They taste so yummy. They smell really good because I try not to eat them, and they come in different shades. So that's just the clear one. And then they have this one that comes in a little bit of a pink tone. But the reason I love them is just they feel so good on. They're super moisturizing and they're just a drugstore brand. So I'm sure they're very affordable. So you can pick up a few different shades without breaking the bank. And then they have this other shade that I haven't tried. This is kind of more like a nude shade. Let's just give it a go really quickly because I'm curious how pigmented it is. So you do have to twist quite a bit to get it started. Oh, very nice. So it has kind of like a nudie tint to it, but it's still a gloss. If anyone's tried Flower Cosmetics, let me know what you guys think in the comments because I actually really like this brand. And if you don't know, it's Drew Barrymore's brand and their products are really good. So that is one product that I wanted to share that I'm excited about. All right, let's get into this look. So I'm starting off with the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. This is the oil-free version and it also has SPF 15, which is great. They have a version of this that's not oil-free. So if you are a little bit more dry, that's probably the one I recommend. But this one is great for me because I do have oily skin. And I do love that this has SPF in it. A little bit of extra protection is always a good thing. So I'm just applying this all over. And this is going to help our foundation to go on a lot smoother. For foundation today, I'm going to be using one that I haven't used in so long and I have no idea why because it's definitely one of my favorite foundations. It's the Make It Forever Ultra HD Foundation. I remember I used to use this foundation non-stop. This foundation just looks so good on the skin. It is one of my favorite foundations, especially to use if you have any type of special occasion because it looks great on camera as well. The shade that I am using, I believe is 335. The coverage on this is about a medium coverage. Definitely buildable if you want to get more coverage, but I really love it because it just feels great on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy. Those are the things that I really look for in a foundation. So I want the coverage, but I don't want to feel like I have a mask on. You guys might notice my face looks a little bit fuller than usual because I've been eating a lot lately. I lost weight and then I put on weight and now I don't really know where I'm at, but I know that my face looks a lot fuller than it usually does. For concealer, I'm testing out a brand new concealer that I've never used before. This is from Make It Forever also. It is their Ultra HD Light Capturing Self-Setting Concealer. So I got the promo box for this and it says that this is a medium buildable coverage concealer. It's self-setting, so it requires no powder, which is awesome because I know that a lot of times when you do set your concealer with powder so it doesn't crease, it can make that area look really dry. So I love that it doesn't require powder to set and it instantly brightens and smooths the skin for crease-free natural finish. All right, let's give this a go. So the shade that I am using is number 33, which I think is similar to the foundation that I used. Let's see if this is the right shade. I like that it has kind of a golden undertone. And I've definitely come to love concealers that are a wand and a tube like this. They're just the easiest to apply. And I feel like the applicator makes a big difference sometimes. So I'm just gonna apply this all over straight from the tube and then just blend out with my sponge. So the sponge that I've been using lately, this is from Fenty Beauty. I don't know how much the sponge goes for. I hope it's not crazy expensive. I really do love this sponge, which is great for concealer, and their foundation sponge as well. Both of these are from Fenty Beauty. I don't usually love a lot of other sponges other than the Beauty Blender because I just think the Beauty Blender is so good. But these ones from Fenty Beauty are very comparable. I hope they're not like crazy expensive. I feel like Fenty Beauty is a little bit on the pricier side. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Do you guys think it's too pricey? Okay, I love that. I'm not gonna set the concealer with powder. We're gonna see by the end of the makeup how well it holds up. I really wanted to do a bit of color for this look today, so I was trying to find which brand does great color for eyeshadows, and probably one of my favorites is Urban Decay. They do color eyeshadows very, very well. So there's these two palettes that I have. These are their On the Run palettes, which I've been loving their On the Run eyeshadow collections. I have all of them and I love all of them. So I have these two, and I'm going to use both of these palettes today. I was really trying to use just one just to make it easier for you guys, but the look that I had in my mind needed both of these. So the first one is called Shortcut, and I'm going to be mainly using this kind of like gunmetal color. And then the second one is called Bailout, and I really love this beautiful purple tone. So those are the shades that we're mainly going to be using for this look. I'm starting with the shade Bailout, and I'm just applying this all over my lid. This is a great nude eyeshadow. This is a perfect color for a base underneath all the other shadows we apply. I love that this kind of has a warm peachy tone to it, and I'm really applying this all over. So bringing it all the way in to the inner corner, up to my brows, and just blending it all out. Next, I'm taking the shade Faith and using this as my crease color. I'm going to slowly start to build this eye look by going from light to dark in the eyeshadow colors that I pick. So this is more of a medium tone. This is going to work great for our crease. I like that these shades are a little bit cooler than what I usually pick. So this is a very cool brown. It doesn't have any orange to it. Instead, it has more of a gray undertone to it. So it's going to look a lot different, but I think it's going to go perfect for this type of look. So I'm just applying this mainly in my crease, going back and forth. And this color goes so pretty with that first shadow that we applied. I love working with a second brush just for cleanup, like a second clean brush. So just taking any clean brush and just using that to just clean up around the edges, so your eyeshadow just looks super clean. Next, I'm taking this gunmetal eyeshadow color called After Hours. This is from the Shortcut palette. So I think I'm just going to try this out with my finger first because it's more of a shimmery shadow. So let's just see how this works. If it picks up enough. Okay, I'm liking this vibe, but I will try with a brush as well, just to kind of compare the two. I find that when the shadows are a little bit more textured like this, wetting your brush is super helpful, and you want to use a flat brush. I'm gonna use something like this. Let's see how well this goes on. Okay, this definitely picks up way more product. So I would say I recommend doing the brush with a little bit of setting spray. Just spray it on and it's gonna make the shadow go on really beautifully. More so than your finger. I felt like my finger wasn't picking up enough product, so this way will definitely pick up a lot of products. And it looks beautiful. I love how pigmented this is. So I'm bringing this color pretty much up to my crease. And then once I have that, I think we're gonna have to do this in sections. So that is step one. And then I'm gonna go back with the Bailout palette and go in with this shade here called Rebound. I do want a slightly smaller brush now because I'm gonna take that color basically in between our crease color and that gunmetal shade. So this is gonna help blend it out a little bit more. The idea is we want that gunmetal shade to look more blended with the other tones rather than it just be like a harsh line. So this is gonna help us get that vibe. You don't need to add a lot of that shadow to your brush, and you also don't need to overblend this. Just a little bit is all you need, just so we can soften out that edge. Next, I'm taking the shade Double Up, and I'm using this color just on the outer corner, blending it in with that gunmetal shade. So this is gonna give us a little bit of that gunmetal and a little bit of that darker bronzy tone. Just really keeping it just on that outer corner and softly blending that out. Next is probably my favorite part of this look. We are going to take this beautiful purpley eyeshadow color. This is called Vice from the BEAUT palette. I love how bright and purple this is. This is kind of what inspired this whole look. So now I'm going in with a pencil brush, and I'm using this shade for my lower lash line. So I'm gonna start from the outer corner and bring it all the way in. So we really want the purple to show up and look very purpley. So I hope we get that effect. I do want this to be pretty thick because this is kind of like the staple part of this eye look. For my waterline, I'm using the L'Oreal Silk Eyeliner in Pure Purple. You want to make sure you completely coat your waterline with this color. So don't be afraid to get in there, and I like to go in and smudge it in between my lashes. This gives us that little extra bit of purple. As a last little step, I'm gonna go in with this silvery shimmery shadow. This is called Pick Up, and for this one I'm just going to use my finger because I don't want to pick up a lot of product. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and just pop it right in the center of my lid just to give the eyes even more intrigue. I don't even know what the word is that I'm trying to say, but I love when I have palettes like this that are just so pretty to use as many of the eyeshadows from the palette as I can in a look. So this is a way we can add a little bit of glimmer to the eyes. Love that. All right, guys, let's throw on some lashes to complete this eye look. The lashes that I'm using today are from Eyeliner. They are the Ann Lee So Fancy Lash, and they look like this. They're shorter on the inner corner and longer on the outer corner. I actually cut them a little bit just to fit my eyes a little bit better, so they're not as long. You also want to make sure to add mascara to your lower lashes, and I'm using my favorite Shiseido Imperial Lash Mascara Ink. I finished off my face with a little bit of contouring and setting most of my makeup with powder except the under eye area. I love that I did not have to set that area at all. This concealer really worked, but let's wait till the end of the makeup to get a final verdict. And then also filling in my eyebrows with a little bit of the Dior brow powder. I'm lining my lips with the BAUM Cosmetics Pickup Liner in I Really Dig You. This is a great nude lip liner. This liner is pretty much the exact color I want the lips to be, so I'm going to fill in most of my lips with this liner as well. And I actually really love how matte this is and how like super nude, matte, kind of brownie, something a little bit different. So I think I'm gonna leave the lips just like this. For blush, I'm going for something a little bit peachier and darker. So this is a warm, dark peach blush. I can't tell you guys which blush this is because it's kind of a secret. I will hopefully be able to tell you soon, so stay tuned for that. And for highlighter, I'm using the Maybelline Master Chrome Highlighter just to highlight all of the key areas of my face. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This is the final look. I love how the gunmetal goes with this purple. I think it's a great way to add color to your makeup. And I have to say a quick shout out to the Makeup Forever HD Concealer. This stuff worked great, and I love that I didn't have to use any powder to set it. It stayed creaseless. It looks great. I don't see any lines at all. So this is a product I'm definitely going to be using a lot more often, and I think you guys are going to see this a lot more in my videos. Be sure to hit that big red subscribe button if you're new to my channel, and if you haven't already, you can add me on Instagram because I just announced something so huge on Instagram, and if you want to know what it is, you gotta check that out, and it's at Eman. All right, guys, I will see you next Sunday for a brand new Sunday tutorial.